Toni Tao did the best pull-off pee-pee spot navigation ever. Hi kids. We're done. All of our work.
Done.
No, we're done. We are leaving San Diego County today. We are leaving it right now. We do have to go to Temecula because we have a wedding to go to, but we are done with all of the filming and all of the work we needed to do in San Diego. I still have editing to do. I have a half-an-hour television special that I'm still cutting on. It's time to go to places less people-y. All right, so we're pulling out of here.
We're pulling out of Oceanside RV Park.
Oceanside RV. Everything's a resort these days, isn't it? Everything. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Put it in the comments below. Every park is a resort nowadays.
So, just some initial thoughts on the resort?
I like the little town of Oceanside.
I've really enjoyed my stay here.
Oceanside was lovely. The park itself, the spots are super narrow.
And kind of short too, actually.
So yeah, and short, and so I didn't really like that much. The other thing that I didn't like was we're right next to a commuter train track, so about every 15 minutes it's just
I kind of
sorry, I can't hear you. There's a train.
I tuned it out, Mr. Negative.
Oh, I couldn't tune it out. It just drove me nuts.
No, I tuned it out. Kind of grew on me though.
Yeah.
It did. It was in walking distance to a brewery.
It was walking distance to a brewery, so okay, I was gonna give it 1 thumb, but since it's walking distance to a brewery, like a thumb and a half. A thumb and a half.
Anything else we want to mention before we leave San Diego?
Not that I can think of.
Goodbye to all our friends.
Yeah, see ya.
Miss you.
See ya, friends. We'll see you back in November because we'll be back in November. All right, shall we get rolling? All right, we're gonna get rolling. We'll catch you up in Temecula. We spent a week in lovely Temecula, California, where our love-hate relationship with wine started. More on that next week. We had a nice afternoon at the Gierschen Bacchus Winery, where Gracie found some dog smells to roll in. And speaking of dogs, we had an issue at the campground. You want to tell them about our next-door neighbors here at the Pechanga Resort and Casino and Fun Place?
Furry dogs.
Oh my God. Next door is a lovely motorhome with 3 dogs. One is a black lab, and then whose name is Coco, and 2 pugs. We don't know the pugs' names. We're just referring to them as Coco and the Puggles. The problem with Coco and the Puggles is all Coco does is bark, 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 bark. As soon as you walk out of the trailer, bark.
People walk by the trailer.
Bark. People walk by the trailer, bark, bark. And the owners, they don't say anything or do anything. They just let Coco bark, bark, bark. But, being the sometime passive-aggressive individual that I am taking great joy in the morning of taking Gracie out and making just enough noise that I can hear Coco bark, 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 bark inside the motorhome. Wake up time, kids. As we left the Pechanga RV Resort, yep, another resort, it took a couple tries to get the Gen Y gooseneck hitch hooked up. But after the second try, we got that satisfying click. We headed up the coast to the first of this season's boondocking sites. We landed at the Paradise Campground in Los Padres National Forest, where Toni invented a new god of RVing.
2 feet. You can come a little bit further if you need to.
We have made it to Paradise Campground. It's just northeast of Santa Barbara, California. Now that we are traveling again, we cannot forget that when we set up, we do have to toast to the gods of RVing. As you'll notice, Toni's got the beer. I've got the fruity chick drink. All right, so which god are we toasting to?
Today was Trafficus.
Trafficus. We haven't made up that god yet.
I just made her up.
You just made her up? Oh, it's a she.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay, so we are toasting to Trafficus because we did not have horrible traffic on the way here.
No, which was last time we came up here, we hit Santa Barbara and it took us like an hour and a half to get through Santa Barbara.
Actually, Toni Tao did the best pull-off pee-pee spot navigation ever. I looked at her and said, okay, I got to find a place so we can pull over so I can pee. She immediately pulls up the phone, goes on the Google Maps, and finds a Harbor Freight with a giant parking lot. And it was seriously like, get off the freeway. And this was in LA, so this never happens. This was get off the freeway, immediately pull into the giant lot, plenty of parking, pee, get back in the rig.
Walk the dog.
Pee the dog, walk the dog, all that stuff, get back in the rig, get back, and you just basically pulled right back on the road and bam, right back on the 210.
It worked really well.
So yeah, Toni Tao gets a +1, 2 thumbs up for her potty break navigation skills today.
Very stress-free potty break.
It was very stress-free. All right, to Trafficus.
Trafficus.
All right, let me go show you around the campground. I promise I won't do one of those walk and talks for 20 minutes.
There's only 12 spots.
There's only 12 sites. So I'll just show you a couple sites and maybe I'll do a little drone stuff and then we'll be done. Hold on, phone's ringing, gotta go, bye. Paradise Campground was a lovely spot, nestled in the trees with a spacious site. Across the main road through a tunnel was a small creek with crystal clear water, perfect for wading in to cool off. Each campsite had its own fire pit and a picnic table and barbecue. The crisp morning air was also full of the sounds of chirping squirrels. Luckily, none of them decided to hitch a ride with us. One quick note if you plan to camp here. There's water, but none of the spigots had threads to screw a hose into. These are great for filling water balloons, but not so much for filling your fresh tank. All right, kids, day one. And was yesterday day one because we got here, or is today day one because it's our full day here?
Yesterday was day one.
Okay, so day two at Paradise Campground in Santa Barbara. We are going to go look at an Atlas Obscura thing. If you don't know what Atlas Obscura is, I'll put it in the links below. This is supposedly the biggest biggest steel arched bridge in California. So we're gonna go try and see if we can find that. After that, we are gonna go to
Solvang.
What is Solvang?
It's a little Dutch town.
Is it Dutch or is it Danish?
Able skiers.
Yeah, those are
Danish.
Those are Danish. I think it's a Danish town.
Tea.
It's some European thing that ends in or that begins in a D.
It's got windmills.
They got windmills there.
It's Dutch to me.
It does say Dutch. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's a Dutch town. We'll find this out. We'll find this out for you and let you know.
We're gonna get able skeevers.
We're gonna get able skeevers. If you don't know what an able skeever is, stick around. You'll find out. Are you ready to go? You ready to go, Gracie? We're back on the road. It's adventure time. Look excited, man. Solvang is not only Danish, it's the Danish capital of America. The town is filthy with bakeries and flowers and windmills and skulls and illuminated pufferfish carcasses and erupting volcanoes. Leave it to us to go into any town, including a Danish town, and find
A tiki bar.
a tiki bar. Yeah, so we're at the High Roller Tiki Lounge. This place is really cool inside. I'll show you around. The High Roller is located at 433 Alisal Road in Solvang. It's impeccably decorated, and you could say that it's, well, okay, Toni Tao. Tiki bar, you didn't go with a standard tiki drink. What did you go with?
It's a pineapple cider blonde.
And it's pretty darn good.
It's It's really pretty color. It's fizzy pineapple on your lips. It's great.
So thoughts on the High Roller Tiki Lounge in Solvang?
To find a tiki bar of this caliber, so freaking happy right now. I gotta sit here all day, listening to tiki music, drinking tiki drinks and tiki flavored beer, and the fact that they let Gracie in.
Okay, so this place is, I don't know if it's always dog friendly, but they allowed us to bring Gracie in. It's super cool. It's got a really good tiki vibe. And then the owner, really nice guy, he actually opened up a second room for us to go look in. It's a room where they do music acts and they do some burlesque stuff. And okay, you just got to see this room because it's friggin' amazing. Kids. So we told you that there would be able skeevers, and there are able skeevers. For those of you who don't know what able skeevers are, they're like a donut hole.
Like a pancake.
Now, I don't know if these are, they put like jelly on top of these able skeevers. I've had them before where there's like jelly in them. All right, hold on, Tony's ready to go. Go.
No jelly. No jelly.
No jelly inside? No jelly inside, but powdered sugar freckles on Tony Tao's face. That's pretty damn yummy. You know what you need with this?
What?
Because they're kind of dry. No, you need a yoo-hoo. You need able skeevers and a yoo-hoo. Don't try and jam more in my face. I'm still eating this one.
It tastes more like a pancake versus a donut. It looks delicious though.
I would agree. How about Gracie? Gracie, you need an able skeever? Yep. Go for it.
Sweet tooth dog.
She's not quite sure. She's not quite sure whether she likes these or not. Nope, they're down. Apparently the dog is a fan of able skeevers.
So we got 3 able skeevers for $5.
3 able skeevers for $5. So I'm gonna have to put this camera down so I can eat my other able skeever. Welcome to Solvang and able skeevers.